number one podcast in Sabah. Legit! Promoting Tarap, Poso, and Amplang to the next level. This is Kinabalu Podcast.
Yo, what up people? Saya Ricardo.
Saya Kenny.
Kami di Kinabalu Podcast, number one podcast in Sabah.
Sangat legit.
Ya, sangat legit. Bertemu kita di episod yang terkini. Dan kali ini kita mau cerita tentang bola sepak. The month, next month. Actually kita keluar di episod, so we need to say it's the month sudahlah. The month of World Cup.
Ya, Salvador, Brazil.
Kenapa World Cup ni sangat-sangat ditunggu-tunggu? Sebab dia 4 tahun sekali.
Ya.
And it's a trouble for the FIFA, the AFC, all the football federation to arrange the takwim for the jadual for the league, for the continent league, for the FIFA World Cup, because kau tight, kau kena kasih habis kau punya liga, you know, for example Liga Malaysia, Malaysian Super League MSL, lepas tu AFC Cup lagi, you know. Lepas tu kena kasih berehat because World Cup and all, you know. Ada lagi Europa, ada lagi apa semua nanti after the World Cup,
whatever.
Yeah. So the month yang ditunggu-tunggu selepas 4 tahun. Last World Cup was 2022. And it was in Brazil. What was it last time? Lupa lah kira.
China? No.
No.
So, oh shit.
I haven't got the chance to. Kalau China sudah kita pergi, right?
Ya, itulah.
It's close.
But before we go there, should we congratulate a certain club?
Yeah, we can. Congratulations to Sabah FC memenangi the Challenge Cup baru-baru ini.
Yes.
Menentang Penang. Walaupun tanpa hala tuju dari segi taktikal, tapi menang because of Damian save a lot. And
Negative play. Gameplay cloud.
gameplay agak cloud sedikit. Gameplay for me. I mean, I think from second 11 to 12 games yang our new coach ganti and all kan tu, Juan, right?
Yeah, Juan Torres.
So I didn't see dia punya game plan. I cannot see dia punya game plan. Dia always pakai dia punya winger kanan, and then supply. And then masa tu orang tidak cukup banyak di tengah. The midfield memang kurang kena guna. Sabah FC tidak guna banyak midfield. I mean the center midfield. Untuk tiada build up daripada tengah yang you know you can think of daripada through pass in the middle. Semua pergi kanan. And macam tiada kiri saja. It's like you don't have the left.
True.
Ya, kadang-kadang saya to the left. So for me I didn't see it. That's why boleh seri masa tu. Bila lawan sama Penang pun seri juga balik.
Seri lagi balik.
Because no gameplay, I didn't see the gameplay. And the last game lawan Terengganu, right? Last game Terengganu.
Itu pun
also
shock.
No gameplay. We lost, right?
We lost
1-0, right? And I don't know Juan. At least 4 games. After 4 games kau boleh nampak sudah dia punya gameplay. Oh, si Juan ni jenis this coach, the new manager tahu okay. Oh, dia guna pakai si anu yang these players and all. Probably because pemain juga some Stuart Wilkins pindah, so middleman kita hilang. But
Sadil pun tiada.
I mean a lot of people so probably dia sambut dalam keadaan huru-hara ni Sabah FC untuk dia build up balik. But at least after 4 games he should know sudah dia punya, kita boleh nampak sudah jenis game plan dia. But shout out to Manchester United.
Yes, shout out to our team.
Carrick so good man. Kalau kamu tengok dia bila Carrick pegang the game, kau jadi macam La Liga sikit kau nampak Manchester United because dia macam tap ball one touch and build up was so good. Kiri
Very
kanan tengah fast pace and so good man. Main sangat-sangat bagus. With orang bilang critical finishing so good.
True. Every game is fresh for me. So fresh. Betul. So good.
So kau boleh nampak lah Amorim punya the difference between the coaches. Tapi Carrick bawa kau nampak dia susun the players. Dia tahu pertukaran dia macam mana bila mau tukar players, how the game plan. Kau nampak dia punya tap and then ada through pass. Bruno is so good in the middle. The best player for me. It's my favorite player so far.
20 assists.
20 assists, same like Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne if I'm mistaken.
Yes, it is.
So sangat-sangat bagus. So shout out to Manchester United. And also akhirnya Arsenal
selepas 22 tahun menunggu
mereka mau menang EPL sekali lagi. Dan I don't want to say anything to Manchester City lah. Because dirong seri sama Bournemouth. Yang dirong sepatutnya boleh menang.
Why lah
Because
MC?
of that lah Arsenal menang. Tapi I want to see Arsenal menang instead of MC lah. Because diorang sudah menang
How many
few
times
in a row sudah.
Itulah ba.
Dan saya malas tengok muka sialan.
Sialnya.
I don't like the face.
Stay humble
Because dia bukan the face lah. Probably because dia terlampau langkau. He is too tall. Kaki dia macam here and there. Dia macam Zlatan main. You know, like the feet is everywhere.
Body shaming.
Pumpang sudah mau score. I mean, he's good lah.
He's good lah.
He's really good. That's why I don't like him lah.
You just need picking lah.
Tapi kita MC lawan MU kita menang juga. So yeah. Begitu lah kita. So I'm wearing a German shirt. You're wearing a Sabah shirt.
Yeah, I know because
Last
my England shirt is in the washer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you. So before anything, trivia sikit. 4 new countries yang masuk pergi World Cup ni. Not Italia. Italia for the third times kan kita masuk. Bella ciao. So yeah, Cape Verde, Curacao.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
And also one more. What is that? Jordan.
Yeah,
So
Jordan
4 tim yang masuk layak baru ke Piala Dunia ini. Dan we want to see how it goes lah.
Yeah. Underdog teams.
And kau support siapa kan?
You know, saya selalu tukar-tukar, but you know, kalah menang, I don't know. I am with England all the time.
Alright.
Yeah. But saya akan macam, kalau England sudah kalah, probably I will move towards Brazil.
Okay.
Dia macam, I don't know. It's like that for me. Kalau kau suruh saya sokong Portugal lah kan, I'll be like, okay lah, boleh lah tengok sekejap. I still want Brazil or England. Macam gitu. I don't know why. That's me.
I think it's because of Pele, the legend.
Ronaldinho,
okay?
Yeah. Because for me, the last World Cup yang dorang menang, 2002, was the best one for me.
Okay.
That was the best era for Brazil. And then after that, dorang, I don't know where you guys went, man, Brazil. Come on.
Well, anyway, Neymar kena enlisted balik.
Yeah.
Enlisted lah. Call up lah. National call up balik.
Vini.
Vini, kalau kau nak ambil Vinicius, kau memang bodoh lah. Gila. He's the uprising player now.
Yeah. Dumbass.
So Brazil, one of the people my favorite Brazil. Why people go for Brazil? Because they don't win so many times and they don't selalu masuk final ba?
Yes.
But last World Cup they don't nak masuk pun.
Yeah.
And they don't nak masuk top 4. It was Belgium, it was Croatia, yeah, but France, Argentina. So
What about you?
I go for underdog teams for sure. I like Bosnia, you know,
Serious?
Japan, Korea. Yeah, I go for underdog tapi saya pakai baju Jerman. I like Belgium actually, to be frank, but England for sure.
Look, I hate Germany.
Come on, man.
Because back then they beat Brazil. How many?
That was Oliver Kahn time kan?
Yes.
Yeah. So, well, anyway.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm into underdog team. And also I go by the match. Kalau the match kau lawan, for example, Portugal lawan Spain. Macam mana kau mau pilih?
Spain.
See, you go for Spain. So kalau England lawan Japan.
England.
I go for Japan. You see? I want Japan to win because it's close to my heart.
Asia lah, yeah. I'm
Close
torn.
to my heart.
I know. It's just a flight away kan.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll be torn if you ask me. Sebab semua sokong orang Asia kah
England
ataupun
pun one flight away. But it's a little bit away lah.
Transit in Dubai.
Tiada ada yang direct flight.
Expensive. Kira lawan lah.
Kira kau memang British lah. So
New Zealand's in World Cup.
Oh, is it?
New Zealand's in.
New Zealand's in.
Yeah.
So you rooting for New Zealand for sure juga? Come on, man.
If rugby, yes lah.
Come on, man. Underdog ba?
Yalah, under the dog lah.
So yeah, England of course, America. You know, I got a little bit of American background, but still not go for America. But for the first time, dorang guna Three Nations, which is the Mexico, kira macam American Latin America and Northern America.
North and South
North and South America lah kira,
Yeah.
and America, Central America lah.
Yes.
So
true that.
ada Canada sikit, ada America punya stadiums and also Mexico punya stadium.
Yeah. It's going to be
Yeah.
interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. 84 teams, right?
48.
84 or 48 team.
48 teams.
Teams yang termasuk di sempat. We don't know how's Curacao gonna be.
Well, Curacao is interesting news that we've seen lately. One of the players in MSL League is actually playing for Curacao
Yeah,
because he's from Curacao.
Jervain.
Jervain kah?
Is it Jervain? Yeah,
I'm
Jervain.
mistaken. But yeah.
He's playing for Terengganu, is it?
Yeah, Terengganu.
Terengganu,
Yeah,
kan?
Terengganu. Wow.
So wow, yeah, ada Malaysia. And also ada Selangor orang, I think Iraq kah begitu.
Yeah.
It's a preliminary stage lah. So kira macam dorang mungkin boleh dibuang atau mungkin diambil, because dorang punya players sana padu-padu, you know,
Kuat-kuat juga ada orang.
padu-padu playing for Arab League and all, playing for Bundesliga apa semua. So we really hope this time around it's gonna be a good fight. We want to see the underdogs juga doing some good shit.
Yep, we want to see that. Maybe the underdogs will win over all the major punya.
I mean, Croatia pernah kasih tunjuk.
Yeah,
Croatia pernah kasih tunjuk. They reach until semi-final, final.
cukup gila.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, man. So hopefully, okay. Your prediction final. Our top 4 lah.
Okay lah. Out of 4.
Yang masuk pergi semi-final lah kira.
Alright. 4. My bias will kick in, man. Seriously. So it's definitely. Tapi macam England macam tidak termasuk lah, shit, man. France definitely, I think akan masuk.
Okay.
France masuk.
Argentina.
Argentina
Brazil.
masuk. Brazil 50-50 lah. See
Kau
how.
sokong Brazil kau bilang?
Saya sokong, but based on the track record, 50-50 lah. Hopefully masuk. Hopefully lah.
Okay.
Fingers
And
crossed.
last one more.
The last one, Germany.
Kau benci Germany tapi kau kasih masuk Germany juga. Germany tidak masuk pun last. I don't know. They were kicked out. I think if I'm mistaken on round 16. I don't know. Mistaken. So yeah.
What about you?
Because last time, if I'm mistaken, it was Croatia, Belgium, I think Argentina and France kan. Top 4.
Yeah,
So I
think so.
like Belgium. You know why I like Belgium?
Why?
A lot, kah?
Why?
Selain
Belgium chocolate,
Lukaku is there.
Yeah,
You know,
Lukaku is there, yeah.
Eden Hazard is there.
yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne is there.
Yeah, yes.
Kira saya mau sebut semua lah.
Semua rebel lah.
Courtois is there. So basically why? Because the FIFA 24 I play using that. FIFA 2020. Kira I used to play them on FIFA lah.
Okay.
So and they're so good there. Saya kunan. Walaupun kalah sama my anak buah si Adam all the time, but yeah, it's a tough fight. And yeah, I still probably rooting for Belgium juga. Be on top 4.
Okay.
Belgium, and I hope Japan will go for top 4.
Alright.
Belgium, Japan. I hope Portugal masuk. Saya mau tengok si Ronaldo pergi final kalau boleh.
Yes.
Because lama sudah dah masuk, yang lama sudah tidak masuk pergi top 4. And also last one, I hope lah.
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina probably Messi kan dah sana.
Messi punya last appearance
Yeah,
kan.
tapi France tidak sudah kan.
Iyalah.
Yeah,
You
I
want the Frenchmen's to be in.
I like during Barthez punya time lah, because I like the Zinedine Zidane punya time. I like the Barthez punya time.
I'm all for Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, but mungkin not France lah this time. I don't like Mbappe because Mbappe punya muka macam kura-kura. Anda but
So you choose based on their face lah.
yeah, so
Sialah.
top 4 for me: Belgium,
Okay.
Japan, Portugal, and Argentina lah. This top 4 lah.
Korea how?
Well, that's another thing, huh? But the fighting spirit I see, Korea susah. Because why?
Why?
Malaysia pun kasih kalah Korea. Kan, you remember that?
Shit.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So that's my top 4 lah. Hopefully yang masuk final adalah Portugal lawan Japan lah.
Ah,
Kalau Portugal lawan Japan,
interesting.
Oh, it's
It's
gonna
going
be a
to be
good
interesting
one.
match.
Another trivia, it's happening on the other side of the world, which is the same timing macam kita, lebih kurang timing sama kita. So meaning to say, kalau dorang main petang, kita sebenarnya dia akan bermain sebelah pagi. Kalau dia main sebelah subuh pagi pukul 3 pagi, kita bermain sini sebelah 6. Kalau dorang main petang sana pukul 3 petang, sini lebih kurang 3 pagi.
Yes.
So some of the matches yang kami tengok pukul 3, pukul 6 and pukul 10 pagi, right?
9-10 pagi. Like
9,
that lah.
pagi,
Pukul
like
12 petang pun ada. Tengah hari.
pun ada.
Yeah.
So if you are working, you can switch on your TV, your phone, whatever tab. Sambil kerja, you can multitasking watching football, maybe. I don't know.
Don't let your boss know. Unless your boss also like football lah.
Yeah, betul. I remember Copa last time. It was the morning time. I bring the jugalah all the teachers lah.
Oh.
My colleague lah. Di library. So I mean kalau tidak kelas boleh lah, you got no work that time boleh lah.
It'll boost the morale at work, I think we should set it up. And
let
it play.
And kalau sempat order dulu all the baju yang kamu punya favorite team.
Yeah.
So during the favorite if during the match you can wear.
Yeah, true that.
Ya, apalah kau dapat tapi it's the spirit lah.
It's a spirit lah. You wear it, you feel it lah.
Ya,
gitu kan.
Betul.
Like macam saya pakai sekarang ni pun bukan apa. It's a shirt of disappointment lah for now.
But this shit is actually nice.
I love it,
it's
man.
Toro apa ni? So it's nice.
No, not Toro. Toro kan merah.
Oh, Toro de merah.
I think so. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, but I love this one. It's cream Sabah for me.
Yeah.
On the sides.
Ya, tapi
Very
kau ada baju the PMC, the green color.
Fuck that shit lah.
Still on sale, I think. 480.
Save it for me, man.
Ada di Kato Studio. Kamu pergi cari dorang di Kato. Shout out to Kato Studio.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
Dorang punya display shop lah tu kalau kita panggil lah. Because it's a studio, it's a display shop.
You went there few times kan?
Yeah, so yeah.
Talk about the experience there, man. How was it?
Okay, Kato Studio dia ada JC yang ready di Malaysia lah. Di Malaysia ni, collecting JCs in Malaysia actually is a culture. So a lot of people, bukan saja di Sabah, even in Semenanjung pun memang ada this culture yang ada orang memang thrift this thing, collect this thing, thrift lain lagi dorang beli atas beli and all. One of my brother-in-law, Abang Awang, dia president of Sabah punya jersey. I don't know if he still lah.
Wah, ada persatuan lagi.
Yeah, for jersey Sabah dia simpan semua jersey Sabah, and dia pun collect jersey juga. I remember I was in Thailand back in 2018. Datang Buriram is a Champion League masa tu, menang di Liga Thai. And he asked me to buy name set Buriram punya. I think jersey juga I think. Jersey and name set. Dia mau number set sama tu name set lah. Dia mau yang ada patch apa semua. And that time I like Buriram juga masa tu. I did bought Buriram punya jersey juga.
The blue one.
The original one, yeah. The dark navy one. And also so it's a culture in Malaysia. So di Kato Studio ni dia memang ada simpan banyak rare. Kalau yang sempat saya pergi tu hari tu ada Zainal Abidin punya yang pernah match one lah. Ada Matlan Majan match one.
Seriously?
Jersey, yes. I don't know berapa ribu lah dorang jual sana. But that price is still that price. If I'm not mistaken, I think Johan ada beli juga. My brother ada beli. He's in Japan, dia ada beli yang.
The one yang ada Dunhill tu kan?
No, I think dia beli yang Sabah Times. I think if I'm mistaken.
Sabah Times. I saw the post. Yeah.
Yeah. So memang ada yang collect ini barang. To be frank. So kalau kau collectors yang macam contoh for example, I'm a collector myself. Kalau ada tiada, I went to Bali, I bought the Bali. Kalau di mana place I go, I travel, I will buy the local punya league team. Memang I'll do that juga. If I can't get the original one, mungkin I can go to the official shop. Kadang-kadang ada the knock off punya, saya beli saja yang at least 101 just to collect lah.
Yeah.
Bukan macam Faris, dia beli semua yang original.
Memang original lah, collector
go to the
pure
official shop lah. I don't have the intent, bukan intensity. I don't have the mau cari to the official shop. But
belum gila sampai situ lah.
Belum gila sampai situ.
Okay.
Tapi I do collect tapi sudah terbakar. So I start collecting balik. So now Germany, I got Argentina punya shirt. Not really a fan of Argentina, but I like Maradona.
I like the
Messi.
color. I like the color.
The color I like. It's
I love
so good. The color dari dulu sampai sekarang is so nice.
What's the most expensive shirt jersey yang ada di Kato Shop?
Oh, ada. I think kalau sampai 4K dorang ada.
God
Satu
damn.
jersey. I think more than that pun ada. I think ada.
Whew.
Yeah.
Did they show it to you?
Because it's too many that time, so I was rushing. Kita mau ambil kita punya cap hari tu yang the Kinabalu Podcast New Era cap ni.
Wow.
It's open for order if you guys want. It's only 450 ringgit because it's New Era. It's from Japan. It's original Japan.
Original lah.
You can order. Okay, it's red and yellow punya design, which is good actually.
Wow.
And yeah, so diorang sana kadang-kadang they do gathering for football lover. They do podcast di situ, interview and stuff.
Even Sabah FC players pun selalu hang out sana.
Hang out there. Do photo shoot juga. So I think if you guys looking for rare punya jersey, boleh pergi Kato Studio lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Saya mau pergi je ni one of these days.
Cari saja kau apa tahu
Itulah,
di
kau
Instagram.
apa tahu.
Ya, cari saya di Instagram. Boleh kontak Tora, boleh kontak Adnan, Ash, Farish lah boleh kontak,
Ya.
boleh lah.
Bos
kamu
Faris.
carilah baju kamu yang kamu minat di situ.
Jangan beli yang hijau tu jaga kamu Kada apa?
Kada no.
Kada no.
Ya,
Kau boleh ni baju hijau ku. Racun tu dari tu.
Yeah. And ada satu jersey yang very interesting. The jersey was before Sabah was, I think it's a very old. We still using Sabah punya old flag.
Oh, okay.
It's still there.
The old flag tu gila lah.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you remember, I did have a picture of holding that and all. So it's orang bilang super rare lah that one. It's super rare lah. I wonder siapa yang pakai dulu. Before Hassan Sani punya time lagi tu.
Huish.
So yeah, man.
80s
No, lagi back then.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, month of football. The month of orang bilang keramatan juga. So busy and all. Mid-year ni selalu orang reaching for busy half. Orang bilang first quarter, third quarter, second quarter. So it's coming to the second quarter. So adalah kamu punya orang bilang yang kamu perlu reach all this level ni. So orang akan busy to kejar program yang belum terbuat, kejar profit yang belum tersampai.
Ya betul.
Sales yang perlu kamu buat. So we understand that.
True that.
So iyalah, begitulah cerita dia dalam kehidupan ini.
Yeah, we live. If you are living day by day, I congratulate you. At least you are surviving. You still ada nyawa. So keep it up, man. Hustle, man.
Kira kau pergi situ lah. So we men, we do this thing one day at a time.
Yeah.
So one day at a time itu saja we can do. If you are surviving, you're not rich people, you're just average. No saving, not living by the thread lah. So living, by monthly salary and stuff.
Yeah.
We people, we live one day at a time.
Yeah, we people, we live one day at a time.
Fuck it.
Fuck your bosses.
Fuck your bosses.
Fuck it. Take as many sick leave as you legally can. Bisa.
Why you don't take healthy leave?
Because you are sick. Baru kau ambil leave.
So yeah, kita ni, as I told you again and again, many times saya cakap, kita punya education system didn't really, give this awareness of yang money management punya awareness untuk kita punya kids ataupun untuk kita juga dulu.
True.
We don't have this yang macam betapa pentingnya menyimpan, betapa pentingnya ada kerja and stable money management yang bagus, pemilihan kerja yang tepat. Lepas tu, I don't know now, masih juga I can see effort, but tapi still a lot of people having so much of trouble, economically because of saving tiada, don't know where to menyimpan yang betul, buat decision making yang
salah,
wise, yang sepatutnya tiada itu awareness. So I think education system need to boost up on that. I think that's why bagus to bring back UPSR, bagus to bring back P3. There's something they're looking for, ada yang dorang mau tunggu di situ, dorang punya, mungkin dorang perlu belajar ini adalah boosting them. Ini kalau PBD, it's just internal.
True.
Internal, key in and all, apa semua. Lepas tu itu kau pakai. Maybe we can do both. PBD tu carry on, tapi ada juga exam. Why not, right?
Yeah, true. For me pula, I think kamu orang
And mesti ada subjek, mesti mau ada subjek. Not just ekonomi. Kau belajar ekonomi, kau belajar ekonomi Malaysia, ekonomi. Mesti ada belajar ekonomi for self awareness punya untuk simpanan, menyimpan dan pemilihan membuat keputusan yang tepat dalam segi kewangan.
True that. Physical education is very important. I know you would argue kan yang dulu kita ada campaign tabung menabung, but it's lower level. Tapi kan
doesn't work pun.
I will argue that some of it will work. Ada kids juga yang pandai menabung and all that because of that program. Tapi what I want to tekankan is that not just swasta punya lah, government servants lah. Because government servants actually statistically they are the most paling banyak borrowers lah. In terms
lending
of loans, lending and all that lah, yeah. So I think it's best that ada kursus kewangan out there sana begitu, they can choose to go, which is bad. You don't give them a choice. I think from now on, when they step into the working punya world sudah on the first year kasih jadikanlah dia kursus yang wajib. Supaya when they go into working, they get their first salary. Tidaklah ada orang macam, what do I do with this? I can loan, I can do this, I can do that, I can buy a new car. Kursus kewangan, physical education will help. When I think back, will help me do a lot of wise financial.
I understand your frustration because I feel the same juga. So education system di Malaysia perlu touch base tentang kepentingan pengurusan kewangan ini, pemilihan dan pembuat keputusan yang baik bagi muda-mudi yang masih belasan tahun yang masih belum belajar tentang simpanan. I learn quite things di social media juga. How are the Muslim Arabs, how they treat their punya kids. Some of them dorang ada macam 3 part, satu untuk simpanan, satu untuk sedekah, satu untuk yang kau spend untuk diri sendiri. So these things hujung bulan yang dorang simpan ni, dorang akan yang untuk sedekah ni dorang sedekahkan kepada fakir miskin. Lepas tu yang simpanan ni akan carry on to the next month. Lepas yang untuk dorang beli betul-betul untuk dorang lah. The usage of that.
Wow, it's rooted in the religious education.
So kita tidak ada yang begitu.
We don't have.
We don't have that culture. And we really need to have this supaya orang kita ada produk yang bagus dalam segi penyimpanan. Dengan ini kita punya ekonomi Malaysia akan lebih bagus. Yeah. Not just the key maker ataupun the planning maker ataupun the apa ni orang bilang undang-undang punya maker lah, law maker. Tapi at the same time the pengguna.
Hak pengguna pun terjaga. Is it?
Lah. True that. Itu cover lah.
And we will have better spending power actually.
Yeah, true. Kau kena discipline yourself tu macam okay, for example RM10 kau saya RM100 dah satu minggu for remaja lah for example. So RM20 kau keep the saving, kau simpan 40. Yang kau untuk kau bersedekah 10 because kalau in Islam the more you give the more you get back bang. So that's sedekah punya entirety lah kira. So kalau kau derma kau sedekah begini, dia balik 1,000. Dia bilang gitu, balik 100 gitu for example. Bukan dari segi duit juga. Mungkin dari segi kemudahan kau punya harian punya bekerja. Tiba-tiba kau dapat rezeki dari segi lain,
True that.
atau perlindungan for example. So adalah ujung bulan tu 100 tu kan 20 kau bagi untuk sedekah, yang 40 kau simpan. So kau ada 40 untuk spending. Begitulah lebih kurang. So kalau kau simpan 40 for the whole year, 10 bulan sudah RM400, right?
True.
It's big. Kalau untuk remaja-remaja I think it's good enough sudah for average punya apa. But you can exercise atau practice that kalau dia macam lebih kecil, kalau RM50. So kalau RM10 sehari for example yang pergi sekolah tu. I mean everything is mahal. Air pun sudah RM1, anu pun sudah RM2. So kalau kau beli gini kau mungkin tiada baki sudah. Tapi if you good enough, RM10 sehari mungkin kau boleh beli air satu kali, balik RM1 lagi RM2. So makan tu mungkin mi bungkus and all RM1. Kau mungkin ada dalam RM4 dalam tangan kau. So imagine that the whole week 4 kali 5 is RM20 dalam tangan.
Betul lah.
So itu seminggu. Kalau dalam sebulan, kalau maksud dia kau dah buat $80 a month dalam simpanan kau. $80 tu kalau 10 bulan is already buat.
Projected.
Sudah RM800 for 10 bulan.
Banyak duit tu. Provided kau tidak malar belanja kawan, beli snack itu ini Cadbury apa semua lah.
Ya. Belanja girlfriend lah, belanja boyfriend lah. You know kids nowadays.
Yeah. You know
With all these social medias and stuff.
You know what's wrong with kids nowadays juga? It's diorang tidak nampak yang saving sesikit begitu pun dia akan jadi bukit.
Yeah.
Alah RM1.
Yeah.
Alah RM3.
Yeah, man.
Money is money.
Yeah. I remember ada di social media yang viral hari tu. Anak dia dapat duit dia taruh di bag dia. Dia taruh di bag. Sekali dia scroll it's I think 800 lebih ke duit pecah saja.
Ya, duit pecah RM1, RM5.
50 ada dia simpan daripada bag. Non-stop dia ambil.
Ya.
Was it in Malaysia or is it in
Malaysia.
China? Malaysia, right?
It's Malaysia.
Nah, look at that.
I remember mama dia be komen-komen lagi dalam bahasa Cina. Why you put so many money? Why you never take it out? Why so many?
Yeah, that's good, man. Imagine that. Sekali mama dia ambil balik, kau banyak ni mama guna balik. Belanja kau next year.
Stereotype.
Yeah. So education Malaysia need to change lah in terms of that, and we really hope to see some good changes and kepada sistem yang lebih baik role kita punya menteri. Hopefully, you know, when we don't want to talk about politics, it's go back there.
Yeah,
politically, because kalau dia kalah dia kena tukar menteri baru ataupun kabinet rombak ada menteri baru and different lagi system different policies yang berbeza, new implementation yang berbeza, ada yang bagus ada enggak, and ada yang orang akun tidak akun, agree or not agree.
You definitely be affected.
Yeah, so
like it or not.
Back to politics juga. But kalau put that aside lah, implement something yang good. I think the best time to empower the youth to become leaders, because they got, not to say their brain as they're genius and so much lah, but I mean fresh ideas lah.
Yeah, true that. Give it back. Give the power back to the youth lah.
Yeah, let them have a voice lah in the level of lawmaking.
True.
And mungkin the time to do survey, a national survey, apa pendidikan yang bagus di Malaysia, apa yang bagus dalam apa yang perlu diubah. Banyak benda-benda yang macam tidak berkaitan, tidak berapa logik. I mean kalau kamu kasih setara semua, kamu kena tengok dari segi economic background, kamu kena tengok dari geographical background. Kau tak boleh kasih sama apa yang ada di KL, yang ada di Sorsogon Magandai, yang ada di Magandai, apa yang ada di Paitan, di Tongot, kamu kasih sama yang di KK. It's different. So macam it's susah. Memang we try. We as a teacher, memang of course kita try. Di mana kita kena taruh, di mana pendalaman we try to apa yang kita boleh achieve. But it's not easy because, for example, last time I was still working in Sabarita. They talk. You're teaching English, but bahasa Pentara dorang dusun.
Yeah.
For example, so how can you? Kau tak pandai dusun, macam mana kau mau ajar?
Betul.
Right. So and then kau kena kasih ikut the level yang sama macam yang di KK, yang di KL.
No.
Dia orang tidak Astro masa itu, dia orang tidak Astro di rumah, dia orang tidak radio siapa pun itu pun radio apa yang orang boleh hantar, mungkin Sabah FM, so macam mana kau mau kasih level tu benda. Kau as a teacher kau boost habis sudah, but dia orang banyak masa dia orang di rumah.
True.
So di rumah tu the household tu bapak dia orang pun tiada education background, petani. So bila kau mau berhabis kau ajar pun apa yang kau dapat, tapi the rest of the time mesti di rumah ibu bapa bukan tiada education, dia orang tidak seberapa tinggi. At least the moral value tu orang boleh ajar di rumah.
Betul.
Disiplin apa semua.
Betul.
Budaya, moral, tapi dari segi orang bilang emphasizing the education, the level untuk kasih sama setara tu cannot.
You cannot. And then
Let me ask you, you teach di pedalaman dulu. Apa beza dia pedalaman sama sini kau teach yang di urban ni?
It's the language itself.
Nah,
Dia punya language untuk language
Teaching.
barrier. And
how's the mentality of the kids?
Sangat jauh beza. Sini lagi advance, di Pekan tu definitely advance. Yang di sana tu dia orang macam very laid back. So
Very ketinggalan lah.
ketinggalan lah. Not so ketinggalan juga. They know TikTok and all that
Okay.
stuff juga. But you know lah, dia orang punya apa ni when diorang punya learning tu lebih cepat sikit di Pekan banding sana lah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
imagine sini NKL.
Lagi jauh.
See?
Advance lagi diorang.
Ada orang punya school sana with so much tekan. I mean kita ini bukan menghantam, bukan kita mau hantam men. And macam mempersalahkan apa-apa, but I think
It's the truth.
It's the truth. And kita giving ideas. Apa salahnya mau bagi idea kan?
Itulah.
Yeah.
Kenapa salahnya kita mention pasal benda ni?
Yeah, because it's our line.
Yeah, it is. It is the elephant in the room, ba. When you talk about these kind of things, ba.
In a small room.
Yeah, small.
Elephant big and small room lah. Itulah.
Yalah.
But elephant, I'm still hoping Asian country masuk pergi final. I'm hoping Japan, Korea boleh masuk pergi lah. So I really hope Japan, because Japan they're working, their punya spirit of fighting is very very high. So I hope dorang masuk final lah. Dia kira nombor 2 tapi masuk final lah. Japan. So I want to see Japan go to the final. Walaupun saya belum ada jersey tapi I'm gonna buy soon.
Saya ada jersey tapi saya sudah jual lah sama kawan.
You're gonna
Sebab
buy?
tidak fit.
Tidak.
Lepas tu rupanya Azul ada beli lagi. So dia ada 2 lah jersey.
Yeah. So it's
Satu dia
okay.
mau bagi sama si Apip.
Oh, okay. You can get a new one yang suits you and all lah.
I'm gonna get Korea lah.
Yeah, Japan, Korea lah.
Ya, Korea lah. Because ada Son sana.
Itu yang si kasih gelecek-gelecek tu Faizal Alim. Lepas tu kena kasih kalah.
Still like Son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son Heung-min lah.
Yeah.
So guys, sampai di sini je episode kami. Cerita pasal bola sepak, cerita pasal education di Malaysia, cerita pasal
Duit.
We live day, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Habis tu we're so glad. Kita bersyukur dan wait for another day lah to finish.
Another day, another grind, man.
Yeah, hopefully there's interesting things happen in this program yang kita to wait for, yang kita boleh tunggu. Tidak kira berada di tempat kerja ataupun di keluarga kita sendiri ada program-program yang jadi. Itu sajalah.
Whatever you can do lah. Kalau kau tunggu setiap Rabu, Sabtu, Ahad tu, itu kau punya hal lah.
Ai. Puhit. And also
Sometimes Tuesday lah.
we're just happy to live the day and one day at a time lah.
True that.
Some people looking at, for example, at us or other people yang macam dorang bagusnya kalau jadi macam dia ni, you know.
Envy sudah.
Tapi you never know, dorang pun the same thing, bagusnya balik normal and simple, live life simple again. Yeah, we never know.
Yeah.
It's not easy to carry money. It's not easy to don't have money too.
True.
So it's all up to you. You choose to be happy, you be happy. You choose menyusahkan keadaan, everything is susah bagi kau. Sampai kamu tunggu senang, bila kamu tunggu senang kan, takkan kamu tunggu senang dulu baru kau everything pun kau boleh buat during kau masa senang saja. Yeah.
True that.
So takkanlah gitu. Come on lah.
By the time tu kau tua sudah.
By the time kau sudah, ya betul. So relax lah, this life.
Ya, chill man. Bersyukurlah dengan apa yang kita ada.
Betul. Ada orang impikan kehidupan kita dan ada orang kita impikan kehidupan orang, ada orang impikan kehidupan kita.
Ya. Saya mau kereta baru tapi saya ada Hilux, orang mau ada Hilux lagi.
And,
Yeah.
we pray for Sumut Flotilla.
Yep.
Juga we forgot to mention this.
True.
They went in for the second time actually because dorong sudah got out actually. Tapi dorong masuk balik. Dorong kena tangkap lagi balik.
Oh man.
So just
Pray for them.
yeah, for them I saw even worse lah. Dorong kena tarik rambut, kena suruh duduk macam apa. It's not easy man, tunduk begitu macam kura-kura di bawah for so long. Kalau sudah berumur, darah naik di kepala and all kan.
Yep.
Not easy.
True that.
So pray for them.
They are doing it for peace, man.
Saya Ricardo.
Dan saya Kenny.
Kami dari Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast di Sabah.
Ciao, cin, ciao. Ciao, bella, ciao.
Dressed in way, singing back at home and we're swinging. Sipping moonshine, sunglasses top right. You say it sounds sexy and you love it when I'm talking in my trouble.